save. Okay. So, do 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 do. Hop. 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 Auto 10. Damn, dude. Congratulations. That's cool. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I think we are legit done now. There's not a single other enemy army to kill on the board. Okay. Cool. Possessed. Guiding Party got caught in a storm in the World Wound. Alas, the consequences were most dire. Corrupted spirits enter the soldiers' bodies, taking complete control. What should be done with them? End their lives. Perform an exorcism. Use them in battle. We should probably end their lives. Let's perform an exorcism. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That's probably the best thing to do. It's my first playthrough. It is. Mm-hmm. It absolutely is. This is still my first playthrough. Back to here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, whoops. Derp. Maybe power through to the ending today? Oh, no. No, no, friend. No, 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 no. I still have like 4 main quest areas to do and an entire other act, which granted is smaller than any of the other acts, but it's still an act. Yeah. Nice, Barely. Good to hear, bud. We're going to be dipping into PoE next week? Yes, I'm planning on playing in PoE next week. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. What even is this? What?
Here we go again.
Full container? Half container. Full container. Okay.
Let's see what we can do.
Are there, what are these? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So we have a bunch of empty spots. And we have a bunch of areas on the walls that look to indicate the different rows and columns. Okay. We can see from the different sides that each side is expecting something different. So this wants 3 and maybe 1. This wants 1 if we do this. This is maybe expecting 6. Well, no. Okay, so each of the 3 things in the center can be 1, 2, or 3. And it does seem like it is split into rows and columns. Okay, so the initial thought is that we need to have, if we split the center into its own, we need to have only that many full on those areas. So one would think on this side, we would need to have 2 full ones maybe? But see, then that entirely is thrown on its head because this is permanently placed. So if we split it and assume there were 2 on this side and 2 on this side, this would equal 2. So that's not accurate. That's not right. These do not indicate full amounts. Okay. Okay. So what do they indicate? So let's pick them up and look at what's already there and see if we can discern some kind of pattern from what's available. Okay.
Here we go.
Now, it does indicate that these mean full, so we can assume that these are empty. The ones that are here now are fully empty because this says full container as opposed to an empty container. Okay, okay. So, this pattern would indicate this pattern. So, if we can match, let's see, we're gonna have to see what this means. Maybe this indicates empty, not full. But then this would have to, if this is a 3 empty container with a 2 empty container, maybe this indicates how many empties are in that row. Look on the walls. I don't think there's anything on the walls. We tried that in the first couple times. Yeah. These are theoretically, if you just look at them, they are empty, right? But the thing that's weird is that if we're assuming this column is its own thing because there's a block here, then we would also have to assume that this this looks to be split in half perfectly. So where is the 3rd empty? And if this is a 3 empty, then we would expect this to be bigger. Because a half empty wouldn't work. Oh, no. These are designed to be pretty tough. Look at the other side. The other side is just 4 rows. I honestly think this side is the hint because we have more pieces for the puzzle in like predispositioned areas. Or prepositioned areas. So I think this side is supposed to be somewhat like the other puzzles all had guides. So this one doesn't have a guide. Or, well, it probably does, but it's more hidden than the others. Where are the puzzle rules? We don't know the puzzle rules yet. We don't. That's the thing. We don't know the puzzle rules. All we know is that whatever these sides have to equal whatever this is. So this side needs to be whatever that is, and this side needs to be whatever that is. So we have to figure out, is this looking for empty spots here? Is this looking for full spots here? Is it looking for a certain amount of full spots in the row? Now we can assume that maybe it's radiating out from a center point, because the center doesn't have anything. So maybe this is for this area, which would mean, then how would we do this? If we can assume that this is for this area, if this is for this area, Oh, Uber Lupus, no, I'm trying to just figure it out. I don't have any predetermined knowledge at this point. Did I call the spell? Can I cast the spell Call Help Desk? No, but I should. Yeah. So there's nothing here. The only thing I can assume there is that it means this is empty. Because if this is empty and this is empty, and we're going on any kind of column format, then we have to assume that this means empty. So maybe this means full. So if that was the case, then if we put one here, this would have to be a third full. Because this is empty and this is all empty. Which means this would have to be full. No, that wouldn't work. Because if we do a full one here, well, if we do a third full, which end does it do it on? Okay, no, I don't want it there. Yeah, see, the problem is here, we're looking at the same column. Oh, wait, so maybe if we did a third full here. Okay. So that would mean that this column is completely empty, which it is. This column is completely empty, which it is. But then this column has 2. But we can't do that because we can't fill this spot and leave that empty. We can't reverse. Oh, well. I don't know, man.
Can't make the demons wait.
I feel like we're missing something. Is the whole thing adding up? I don't really know. Is it 4 separate puzzles? I don't know. I've now seen 3 people say, this is too much for me, I'm logging off. Oh my lord. Chang Mirai, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Maybe it has to do with the open part of the dot cross thing. Could be, although that just seems to be the bottom. Yeah, the bottom. Maybe look up the solution. Oh, I could. I absolutely could. But I think it's more fun to try it a bunch of times. And you know, if it gets to the point where we need to look up the solution, sure, we can do that. But I think it's fun. It's fun to spend time trying it anyway. You know. So.
Beautiful.
The big thing we need to do, the main issue right now that we have to consider, is we don't know what the rules of the puzzle are. We have to
See what we can do.
and the problem is, and this is where I feel like there may be a bit of a flaw with the puzzle, is there's no way to know what the rules of the puzzle are without solving it. Because, we're not even... Oh, wow. Asakura says, okay, so I've looked in the subreddit and all I can find is more threads of people wondering what the logic is. I'm convinced that whatever clue you're meant to get for this puzzle is bugged. Oh, really? Dr. Guko, there is definitely a flaw with the puzzle, unfortunately. Really? There are no clues, you just need to solve it. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. There are answers, but not how to do it. Really? So wait, you're saying that even the people... Calm Terror, I'm looking at the solution right now, and even looking at the solution, I can't figure out the logic. In my playthrough, I found no mention of how to solve it. I had to look it up. Ended up being a combination of a lot of things. Damn. Mr. Green's library. Yeah, this puzzle was no good. I could also not find the logic, and I'm usually pretty good at puzzles. There are clues. Most guides don't list the clues, just the solution. Okay, so apparently someone did find some logic to it. You need to reference all the other puzzles through the portal? Wait. What? You have to actually reference each of the 4 different puzzles? But in what...
Here we go.
Does each side somehow correlate to... Hold on, there's 6 empty blocks on this side. Are there 6 guide blocks on this side? 1, 2, no, there's only 5. Is it shaped similarly? I don't know. Wow. Look at the blocks next to the portal. You mean these blocks next to the portal here? Hint 1. Go back through each of the 4 portals and look at the rows of tiles closest to the portals. You might notice something interesting.
I can handle it.
Oh. Are these new? Are these new? Oh my Jesus. These are new shapes. Those are all new shapes. Dude. Are you... Those were there? Are you sure? The baby tiles were there at the start?
Can't make the demons wait.
I'm not looking at the right tiles. Do this one. All of that was always there, chat saying. Okay, well, I would leave you over me. I see. That looks like a skull with eyes. Oh! Okay. So, here's the 4.
Beautiful.
Is that the same as the 4 on this side? Or that seems like the 4 on the other side. Mm-mm. Yeah, like those are the same as these. So wait, does that mean that these are the same? Is this thing in this one? Dude, are you serious? Oh my god. We would have to like trace out each of these symbols. Hold on, let's check these too. Boom, 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 boom. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2 on its side.
You require my unbiased opinion?
One, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, then 2 on its side. What, 2 on its side and then 1 in the middle. Right there. Boom, boom, and boom. There they are right there. So what we would have to do is we would have to... Okay. But here's what gets even crazier. All right. Like this isn't even like the puzzle yet. So let's say that we mine out all of these options. And then we... Wait, I can't pick these up, can I? Can I put these in the other room? That'd be amazing if I could. Oh my god, they totally should let you do that. They totally should let you do that. I wonder if that's a bug. They should completely let you move those into here. That'd be so cool. I know I didn't pick them up, but still. Yeah, I didn't want to pick a bunch up because I don't remember exactly where they go. So. Oh my god, they should totally, if they let you do that, that would be super cool. That would be super cool. Also, you know what? A little tiny hint to the devs. 2 things. 1, you should let us move the pieces back into this room. And 2, one of these, just a single one of them should have been the you should have had in here already, so the player had to pick it up in here, the corresponding piece to the puzzle through the portal. That would have been all the connectivity we needed. That would have been like the clue. That would have been so cool. That would have been so cool. Because like right now, there's not even any hints. Like that would have been the hint, you know? Like you come to this room and there's just one piece sitting in one, like this one is right here. And it's the same color as the stuff that goes through there. And you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, not every puzzle needs to be easy. That's true. That's true. And granted, you know, if they want to keep this super hard, more power to them, and that's fine. But yeah, this is ridiculous. But here's the thing. Even if I were to write down every single symbol and write out a grid and put the different symbols where they belong from the completed puzzles, it still wouldn't explain how they sync up with the stuff in here. Which is crazy. We would have to see... Like, we would have to then decipher what this stuff means in terms of how it interacts with the grid. Like, because this is binary. This is all binary. It's either on or it's off. It's either filled or it's not filled. So what we would have to do is we would have to figure out... Now, granted, there's a lot of hints once we have those. So you would know, for instance, that blank plus something is off. This plus something is off. This plus something is off. So you'd be able to infer combinations of symbols being either a on or off. We do know it's all binary. So this entire grid is a series of 0 and 1s. So that's all it is. So all we would have to do is decide and figure out where the intersecting point is either a 0 or a 1. And since we have guides, we know the zeros. We don't know any of the 1s. But when we figure out exactly what the inferred points are as zeros, we could then error check what would be a 1. Because what we could do is, knowing what intersected points are 0, we could then plot out exactly where the other zeros would be. And if a 0 is in the middle, then we know that that piece would have to be a 1. So we could place all of the 1 pieces down, essentially, if we did that. You're a grid of 0s and 1s?
What?
Look, we're all friends here, dude. All right? You need to chill with that shit. We're all friends here. Okay? This is a place to have fun. So just calm down, take some deep breaths. And okay, we were friends, that's right. Okay. Pithless says, can you repeat that? Do you want me to for real? Because I can. I don't know if I'm going to do this, because honestly, I really want to beat this game, and I could do it, but I don't really want to do it. Because if I had an extra 1,000 hours or only stream Pathfinder as a streamer, I'd probably do it. But another part of me just wants to look up the solution, because this seriously would take a long time. But yeah, okay, just real quick, I'll explain it super fast. So the only pieces we can put down are containers like this, which are full or partially full or a third full. That's all we can put down. So what that means is that when we're done, this entire grid is only going to be 0s, which are not full, or 1, which is full. Okay. So what we could do is we could then go into the 4 different areas, and we could find all of the symbols that go in these locations. You with me so far? So then what we could do is we could figure out if this, because we don't know where these go, we don't know where any 1s are. We only know where 0s are. But the game gives us these. These are all 0s. So what we could do is, if we know this symbol and these symbols, if we know all the symbols, then we know that for some reason, which we don't know yet, this right here is a 0, because that symbol and those symbols make it a 0. Now, we don't know why. We'd have to figure this out. But we know that this symbol and this symbol, or this symbol and these symbols make that a 0. We know that this symbol and this symbol makes that a 0. Now, do we know why? No, we don't at all. We have no idea. This is what we'd have to figure out. But what we could do is we could find where there are like connections, and then those like connections would be 0s. And by doing that, we could then place tiles where we know there have to be 0s. And then when we put down those tiles, we can see where the 1s are, especially if it's a 1 full area. And then when we know where the 1s are, we can then continue to work to find out where the 2s are. And we could just kind of keep slowly working through it. So it would take a really long time. And again, I have no clue how the symbols correspond to the 1s or 0s. But we could do it. We'd probably have to assign a monetary value to the symbols. And then see, like maybe there's monetary values of positive and negative. And if they equal a certain thing, it's a 0. Or if they don't equal a certain thing, it's a 1. Like maybe. Yeah, and as Colonel Strachan just said, maybe that's not even the solution. Maybe that's not even the solution. Yeah, maybe it's even or odd. That's right. Maybe each number is assigned a value, and the addition of all of the rows on both sides. I don't know. I don't even know if both sides are at play at this point. It could either be just the stuff in one corner, or maybe the entire row plays into it. I have no idea. But all I know for absolutely sure is that we're going to keep doing more of this stuff tomorrow. Because I'm going to get some sleep. All I have to say is this. If there's anything that Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous has showed us, it's that this game offers something for everyone. And now we know that this game offers us a puzzle that can give even the people who are super good at puzzles, which is not me, something to think about and work through, which honestly is pretty freaking impressive. This game just keeps getting more impressive. I don't think it has been a really, really long time since I have seen a game that has even attempted to put a puzzle like this in its game. So the idea that we would also find this in a game as deep as Pathfinder is just another incredible footnote of this game. I'm super impressed. All right, guys, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. ET is going to be Alien Isolation. I hope you join me for that. Tomorrow afternoon, maybe Far Cry, maybe Pathfinder. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's going to be awesome. So I hope to see you here for it. Also, I may take tomorrow afternoon off a little bit early and just go for a ride, because I haven't done that for a long time and I really want to, especially if the weather's nice. We'll see. But all I know for sure is tomorrow morning is Alien Isolation. And tomorrow evening, as always, will be more Pathfinder as we continue to work towards this game. Full disclosure, I might look up a solution to this puzzle just because I am not wanting, I am trying to finish this game, and I don't know if I want to put the multiple hours it would probably take for me to solve this puzzle. But we will continue. Maybe we'll put this puzzle on pause for now, and we'll go and do, we need to do Erilu's Lab. We need to do more main quest stuff. I need to do my Mythic Path stuff. We'll do all that kind of stuff tomorrow, and maybe come back to it. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Aasimar 250-2512. Hang on to that right now. I don't want to look at it yet, but hang on to that for now. Have a great rest of your day, an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are around the globe. And as always, thank you so much for spending some of your life here. See you guys later.